Apple, one of the most popular brands in the world. However, there's this huge question in a lot of people's minds. What should I buy? What should I not buy? Should I go Apple? Should I not go Apple? And this whole video, I'm an avid Apple user, but I also respectfully use non-Apple devices. So I figured this would be a great video to make just because I think people are very curious. It's the holidays. What should I get? What's the money worth? Where should I go? So let's go. Let's talk about the first hot topic. The Maxes, the AirPod Max, $550. Hard no. Do not get this. The reason is price to usage is super high. So their noise canceling ability, I would say it's 90%. If I had to say 90%, it can cancel. And that's super good. But when you consider about the rest of the fleet, I would say that's maybe 70%. So you're going to spend $200 more to get a headset that you can't wear to work out in. It's sort of heavy. It just doesn't make sense. If you have the money, it's worth it. I have a pair. It's amazing. I love them. Use them all the time. However, if you're just not getting in, if you're tight on a budget, like this is a very much a splurge gift. And I don't even consider giving this a gift to anybody. I think this is you buy it with your own money. That's how expensive it is. There's a bunch that are $300 that are probably more worth your time. But in the Apple ecosystem, this is their headset. This is where they're dying on. Hard no if you're just looking to get it. However, AirPod Pros 2, 100% yes. $200 cheaper. You get 70% noise cancellation. You can wear them to work out in. They're super resistant. I also have a pair. I originally got this pair because I had AirPods 2 and wore them to work out. Had them for 3 months. Completely died on me because they were not made for working out. Got these. They have survived 2+ years. I think I have actually AirPod Pros. I don't even think I have AirPod Pros 2. So these are even better than the ones I have. I think it's completely worth the money. You're going to have them for a long time. As long as you don't lose them, they're really good. Super sweet. Now, if you're looking to get a watch, do not get the Ultra. Don't do it. It doesn't make sense for anybody. It's $800 for a watch with a lot of features that you will not use, right? If there are features that you will use, then don't listen to me, right? But if you don't know, then don't get this, right? It's just not going to be worth it for you unless you've already done the research in yourself to get it. Then you know, hey, these are all the great features that I want to use. But if you're just a general person, hell no. Just get the Apple Watch 10. It's literally half the price and does 60 to 70% of what the Apple Watch does. And also it does 90% of what every single human would ever need, right? Like there's an extra 10% that maybe the Apple Watch Ultra is able to take care of for every single person. That does not warrant $400 more, right? All those extra features warrant $400 extra. But I don't know about you. Most people aren't just going diving consistently enough where it warrant that. Also, people aren't living this very rugged lifestyle where they need the harder outside material. Buy a $10 case, $10 high end. Buy a $10 case, protect it, bam, boom. $410 watch is just as protective as an Ultra 2. So, highly recommend. This is the watch to go to. Don't go anything lower. This is my first point I'll make. Don't go any lower. The Apple Watch 10 has a bunch of features. Just get the upper hand. Just get all the features. You know, you can go to a lower version for a few less $100. However, I've always said this. Apple is a splurge brand. It's just what it is. So if you're in the market to get it, get the top of the line. Get the $400 watch. Don't get the $200 watch, right? You're going to get, for half the price, you're getting maybe 60%, right? But the thing is that you're splurging on this fancy watch. If you wanted something to tell time, go to Walmart, get a $5 watch, right? If you want something that does cool shit, that's very helpful, then go full in. Don't just half-ass it because you want to have an Apple Watch. It's not that cool anymore. It's an Apple Watch. It's for you. If you're in the market, $400. If you're not, get out. Moving on. Mac, anything Mac, no. Don't do it. No matter, I've never been convinced. I will never be convinced. I've used it in college. I have used a regular PC. I've used regular laptops. I've had the Spectrum. Mac is not worth it. I don't care what anyone says. People can try to convince me, but at the bottom line, Mac is just not worth it for the price. It is far better if you're in for a cheap laptop to do computer stuff. Just get an HP, Dell, etc. Cheap laptop, bam. If you want a PC, build a PC, right? For $2K, you'll be able to build a pretty good PC, and then as you get more money, you can upgrade it throughout time. And you'll basically just completely get a brand new PC where you're just upgrading the parts as you go. In a Mac, it's doomed dead, right? A lot of influencers will say like, oh, my Mac M1, I've had it for 4 years, like da-da-da-da, right? Like whatever. People will have PCs that will last forever, right? You change one part, it's not that hard, right? You can watch a quick YouTube video. You can find someone to do it for you, show you how to. It's not that hard, and it'll save you so much money. You lock in with a Mac, you are stuck with it. It's so expensive that you're just hoping it doesn't go down. So don't go Mac. However, if you, for some reason, you're just someone who's, I don't want a PC, that's not my lifestyle, never want it, then the Mac Mini just came out. This thing is a steal, right? And remember, here's the thing, preface, $600 for 256 gigabytes of memory. If you want 512, it's going to cost you, I think it was $200 to $400 more. So at the lowest price, the Mac Mini is a steal. And I think for most people, 256 plus the cloud plus fucking a million flash drives, right? This is better. This is exactly what you could use it for, right? For just general use. I think it's really great. Plus, I've thought about it a lot. And if I had to redo my college days, it would be really hard for me to not go this direction. For $600 for a super portable PC, this is the dream. Because I could definitely, if I was a freshman, this is what I would be asking instead of a laptop. This is where I would be going. However, depending on your situation, maybe it's good, maybe it's not, right? I think if you don't have a PC, this is the way to go to kind of dip your toe in while you save money in the next 5 years. You can get a really good PC to replace this one. You can take this one and go. If you have one, it's not worth it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So iPads. Let's talk about iPads. I have an iPad. I bought one for school. iPad Air, super useful, super cheap. iPad Pro, not fucking worth it. Here's why. iPad Air, it's $400 cheaper, does pretty much all the shit that you need it to do. iPad Pro is pretty much just a glorified laptop. Okay. Here's the problem. You're not going to use it as an iPad. You're not going to use it as a laptop. It's always going to be an iPad that does some computer stuff that's just convenient, but it can't do all the computer stuff, right? So I always tell people, you should pick one, right? Do you need a computer or do you need an iPad, right? I took an iPad. I did it for note taking and just general work on the go. It was super useful. I really enjoyed it. I already had a PC. I had a job that was making pretty good money, so I was able to get splurge on an iPad. However, on the flip side of that, the iPad Pro, I have talked to so many people that they have fully maxed out the iPad Pro for school, and then they never used it after school. It is such a challenge for them to use it after school that it really convinced me through my experiences versus theirs and just general experience that the iPad Air is just more efficient for your life. You save $400. It's useful when you need it, and you don't feel as bad because you could get a $1,500 iPad Pro, and every time you look at it, you're like, damn, that was $1,500. That's just wasting away. Where nearly a third of that price is an iPad Air that you use for maybe gaming, on the go, airplane rides, etc. So really worth it, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But iPad Air is the direction I would go. Now, here's where we're going to get really controversial, and it's phones, okay? If you're in the market for a phone, just get an iPhone 16. What classifies as a in the market? It would be either a 13 or older iPhone would be in the market. I think 13's like on the edge. 12 is, yeah, go ahead. You're on the market. If you want to, cool. I am someone who had an iPhone 10 and got a iPhone 15 Pro Max. I just said I had this random iPhone 10, not Pro, nothing like that, just normal iPhone 10. Had that for 5 years, almost 6. And I just said, I'm going to get the Pro Max at the time because I liked the color and the features were whatever. It's an iPhone. So, liked the color. It was the best one with all the gadgets, whatever, cool stuff. Got that. As soon as I saw the iPhone 16, did not care. I was happy with my 15 and I moved forward. That's why I always tell, if you're in the market, it's because you have a very old phone, probably 4+ years is where I would classify that as. 100% go for it. 13 maybe. If you're outside of the spectrum, I always say, just go for the newest one. It's not worth it to go for a 13, 14, or 15 when the lowest iPhone is $800. If you're going to go Apple, it's a splurge brand. Just splurge, right? If you don't have the money to splurge, then don't get an iPhone. Don't go Apple because the excess of money to make Apple worth it, if you don't have that, it's not worth it. It's just a luxury that it's okay not to have. That's always my take on it. iPhones are high luxury, right? There's so many phones that I would say for price to usage, I would rather go that route. But because I'm surrounded with Apple now, I will always just wait an extra year, then switch out of Apple. And so if you're trying to switch in, splurge. Go hard, right? $1,200 to $800, 200 increments, whatever is worth it for you, there you go. However, it's not necessary. And honestly, there's so many other products that are just equally as good that just by themselves. However, I will say headphones, you will probably want an iPhone with them just to get all the cool features and customizability and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, that's what I got. Let me know how you feel about it, what you disagree with. I know there's probably going to be someone that says, why even go Apple? It's so stupid. Just do your own thing, right? But I think Apple's worth it. You just have to make the right decisions and get the most out of your money. And, everyone's different. But this is I would say the borderline. If you are considering it and you don't have like millions of dollars, here's the borderline of, is it worth the $800? Is it worth the $400 or $600, right? Here's what I would say. Here's where I would put your money in. But let me know what you guys think. Catch you next time. Peace.